Thanks for sharing, Debbie. So let's give it up for Debbie Black.
Thanks, you guys. It's such an honor to be up here to share with you something that really, really marked me at MOMCON, which is our Momentum conference that's coming up real soon. And every time I think of MOMCON, I think of this moment, and it brings a smile to my face because it's actually a kind of funny story, but it really marked me in a special way. So leading up to MOMCON, I was really, really busy, and I remember just sitting down and praying and saying, God, I need you to speak to me at MOMCON. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your voice, and I want to be ministered to by you in a special way. And then we had one of our guest speakers was Maddie Montgomery, as many of you know, who's the lead singer of a heavy metal band, and he came, and the first night of the conference, we were right up here, and somehow I sat between Maddie and my husband, Ben Block, and this kind of happened, and I wasn't aware of it happening, but I'm listening to the sermon, and Maddie, I guess, is like looking at me like this, like a weird face, and then Ben looks over and sees him looking at me. So Ben and him make eye contact, and then it was like really awkward. And Ben's like, why are you looking at my wife like that? And they just like started kind of laughing, and I noticed that there was some kind of interaction happening, but I didn't know what was going on. Well, after service, we went out to eat with Maddie, and he said, and Ben's like, hey, why were you looking at my wife like that? And Maddie's like, oh, I gotta tell you this. Right during the message, a little out of nowhere, a little gold star, like a little confetti star, came trickling down in the air and landed on Debbie's head. And he said he was watching that star fall, and it lands right next to him, and it immediately shoots a ray of light into his eye. You know, like it hit it just right where it's like shooting him in the eye. And so he's watching it, and then it shoots him, and he's like staring at me. And that's when Ben looked at him, and they made eye contact. It was really weird. But Maddie says, right then, I knew that that star falling on you was not coincidence. And God said, I love this girl a lot. And he said, so I just want to share that with you. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I remember thinking, wow, Lord, out of all the people, out of all the heads in the room, that star fell on me, and you spoke to Maddie in that moment. And I know that we hear a lot of times, God loves you, God loves you. We sing about God's love, but to have that reaffirmed to me in that special, significant way, like God took a moment just to let me know he loves me. And it was very significant. I remember just being empowered and uplifted by that moment. And so I just want to encourage you that if you have not yet purchased your ticket for MOMCON, plan on purchasing it and plan on coming. But beforehand, talk to the Lord and come with an expectant heart. Come with a heart prepared to receive something special from him, to have a special moment with him, and to hear from him, to hear his voice. You know, right now we're in a series, we're finishing today, how to hear God's voice. So I encourage you to come to MOMCON with that, your heart challenged and ready to receive something so special from the Lord. I know that I received that last year at MOMCON, and I'm really looking forward to receiving it again this year. That's my story.